Hey, everyone. Imagine a world where humans never took the reins. No bustling towns. No highways, just sun-scorched deserts ruled by rattlesnakes. That's right, those venomous desert rattlers with their rattling tails and deadly strikes. Slithering across the Americas from canyons to plains. Sounds like a wild sci-fi hiss, right? Well, grab your cowboy hat, because we're slithering into a what-if adventure. What if rattlesnakes evolved to become the planet's top bosses? Rattlesnakes are already the kings of the arid wilds. These slithery champs flex their venomous fangs to take down prey, shake their rattling tails to warn off trouble, and use heat-sensing pits to rule the night with a diet of small mammals and birds. They thrive in sandy deserts and rocky hideouts, masters of their dusty domain. But what if these venom-packed coilers got a major upgrade and took over Earth? In this video, we're exploring how rattlesnakes could evolve into super smart rulers, build sandy empires with a strike, and maybe even out-slither as humans at running the planet. From venom-lit cities to a culture of tailed dances and desert rituals, this is gonna be one dusty, epic ride. So, stick with us as we dive into a world ruled by the ultimate rattlesnake overlords. Let's get rattling. How did these desert giants go from sand dwellers to Earth's big shots? So, how did these sun-scorched, desert-loving rattlesnakes go from sand dwellers to Earth's big shots? Let's slither into the science well. Science with a dash of sci-fi hiss to figure out why these venomous rattlers could evolve into the ultimate rulers of the planet. Rattlesnakes are already the champs of the arid wilds. Those venomous fangs strike with precision, their rattling tails warn off anything that gets too close, and their heat-sensing pits let them hunt in the dark with a diet of small mammals and birds. They thrive in sandy deserts and rocky nooks, masters of their dusty domain. To rule Earth, though, they need a serious brain upgrade and a coil of evolutionary magic. Picture this: millions of years ago, Earth gets a desert makeover. Maybe arid lands spread across the globe, or a cosmic quirk wipes out bigger predators, leaving rattlesnakes as the survivors. Humans never slithered past the first dune. Our ancestors got out-rattled. But rattlesnakes, they're thriving in their sandy playground, ready to take the stage. A lucky genetic mutation supercharges their brains, turning their ambush smarts into full-on genius. Suddenly, they're not just striking their planning inventing, maybe even hosting the first desert rattle jam. Let's talk about their bodies, because those are the real MVPs. Those venomous fangs could evolve for even deadlier strikes or precise tool use, like crafting with bones or resin. Their rattling tails might sharpen, letting them signal with rhythm or build, while their heat-sensing pits grow versatile for navigating new terrains. Their sleek coils could adapt, helping them glide across sand or rock with ease, all while keeping that desert charm. Unlike humans, who needed fire to cook, rattlesnakes could stay raw, ruling the sands with minimal fuss. Their social vibe is the secret sauce. Rattlesnakes are mostly solitary, but rattle and coil to communicate territory or mates. In our story, they get chattier, evolving rattles, send signals and body movements into a legit language. Like a desert chatter network, their knack for ambush tactics could spark cooperation, sharing hunting tricks or burrow hacks like humans share tails. Over time, they'd form loose groups, linking sandy hubs with tail-rattled paths. Why rattlesnakes? They've got the venom, the rhythm, and the smarts to seize their moment. A sun-drenched, sandy Earth would be their stage, and they'd slither right into the starring role. Next up, we'll explore what their rattling empire looks like. Think venom-lit cities, tailed dances, and a whole lot of desert flair. Stay tuned, this rattlesnake takeover is just getting wild. We've just slithered into how rattlesnakes could evolve into Earth's wildest masterminds. With supercharged brains, venomous strikes, and a knack for ruling the sun-scorched deserts in their sandy playground. But what happens when these rattling coilers start building their own empire? Hang on to your spurs, because we're hissing into the dusty, venomous world of a rattlesnake-run planet. Spoiler, it's like a desert party, with extra strikes, rattles, and arid flair. Picture a rattlesnake city sprawling across the dunes, where cactus fiber shelters and sand-hardened resin dens gleam under the blazing sun, linked by tail-rattled trails and venom-lit burrows. This isn't some concrete sprawl, oh no. The hubs are patched together with woven desert plants, sturdy bones, and coiled nest, with cozy burrows tucked under rocks for young snakes to hide. Rattlesnakes slither across platforms, the rattling tails shaking as they haul prey or signal. Some practicing strikes, others coiling to show off. It's a bustling, arid metropolis that's equal parts fierce and rhythmic, like a sci-fi desert kingdom under the stars. Let's talk society, because these snakes keep it territorial yet tactical. They're naturally solitary, but form loose groups led by the most venomous snakes, with the loudest rattles, Decisions happen in Sam burrows during his councils, where rattlesnakes coil and rattle, their sleek bodies swaying like sandy metronomes in a lively debate. It's all about dominance, no chaos, just coordinated strikes. With maybe a venom salute to seal a good plan, their survival spirit means every snake has a role, from hunting patrols to guarding the best waterholes. Their tech is pure desert ingenuity. Forget steel factories, rattlesnakes craft tools from bones, sand-hardened resin, and desert plants. Like spears for hunting or scoops for gathering dew with venom barriers, their powerful coils help them build solar-heated dens from polished rocks, keeping their homes cool in the heat. Picture a snake engineer, its scales gleaming, tweaking a cactus irrigation system to nourish their desert gardens. They harness the sun's power and desert winds for energy, keeping their sandy hubs thriving without harming the land. It's ecotech so clever, it makes our cities look like clunky oases. Culture. These snakes are the artists of the dunes. Their art is all about rhythm. Think tail rattled sand patterns or venom drip rituals that echo across the desert. Festivals are a rattle, with rattlesnakes performing synchronized coils on sand stages, their scales catching the moonlight like a slithery parade. Picture a twilight ritual where groups gather, rattling in harmony as they celebrate a big hunt. Their tails swaying like a rhythmic chant. Their language, evolved from rattles, sense signals, and body movements, is like a desert symphony, saying everything from pray here to time to strike. It's a culture of fierce pride, where every snake feels part of a rattling family, bonded by their love of the arid wilds. As they spread across Earth's dry landscapes, their cities connect through tail-rattled paths and venom-lit trails, like a hissing network linking desert hubs from the Americas to new sands. It's a world of strength, mystery, and desert charm, built on the rattlesnake's knack for thriving in the heat. But can they keep this rattling empire slithering? Next, we'll dive into the challenges they'd face, from predators to their own venom needs. Stay with us, this rattlesnake saga is about to get wilder than a desert storm we've just hissed into the dusty, venomous world of rattlesnake civilization, cactus fiber desert cities, rattling festivals, and tech that's all about solar-powered swagger. But ruling Earth isn't all smooth slithers, even for these venomous, desert-loving champs. So, what challenges could shake the sand of their rattling empire? Let's dive into the wild, coil-twisting obstacles our rattlesnake pals might face to keep their arid utopia thriving. First off, the environment is a tricky dune to navigate. Rattlesnakes are the kings of the desert, thriving in arid lands with their rattling tails and heat-sensing pits. But Earth's not one big sandbox, dry ruling icy tundras, soggy rainforests, or flooded plains with no sun to bask in. Expanding beyond their sandy domain means adapting to new terrains, but sandstorms, drought, or flash floods could bury their burrows. Picture a group racing to reinforce a cactus wall as a storm whips through, their tails rattling in the wind. They need to get super crafty, maybe rigging bone barriers or venom-lit trails to scout new water spots to keep their cities standing. Then there's the predator problem. Rattlesnakes are sleek, up to 6 feet long, but evolved birds or human remnants could see them as a tasty challenge, venom or not. Imagine a tense strike-off, a squad of rattlesnakes wielding bone-shielded coils, hissing fiercely as they fend off a bird swoop in a dusty clearing. Their rattles shaking with power, their venom and agility could shine, maybe setting up toxin traps to outmaneuver foes, but a determined predator could overwhelm even the fiercest coiler. Venturing into wilder lands might bring nastier threats. Like evolved mammals digging into their dens, biology is another hurdle. Rattlesnakes are energy machines, burning calories with every strike and needing a steady diet of prey to fuel their venom. Feeding a sprawling empire is tough, and overeating could strip their deserts bare, like humans overfish their seas. Their reproduction, 5 to 20 live young per litter, helps, but raising a big population takes time and heated burrows. Picture a snake leader, its fangs twitching, stressing over a shrinking prey stash while young coils slither nearby. Even with sharper brains, balancing food and growth would be a rattling puzzle, requiring clever hunting routes or resin-stored water to keep groups thriving. Can they outslither these challenges? Their venom and cunning say they've got a shot, but it's a wild desert dash. Next, we'll compare their sandy world to ours and ask, could these rattling champs outstrike humans? At Running Earth, stay with us, this rattlesnake saga's getting hotter than a midday dune. We've just slithered through the wild challenges our rattlesnake champs would face: stormy deserts, sneaky predators, and their venom-loving ways threatening their cactus-woven empire. But how does their sandy, rattling world stack up against human civilization? Could these desert coilers really outstrike us at Running Earth? Let's wrap up this hissing saga with a deep dive into what their reign teaches us, plus a big, rattling call to action to keep the adventure slithering. Let's break it down. Humans built incredible wonder space stations orbiting the stars. Towering skyscrapers. Apps for ordering snacks at midnight, but we also scarred the planet with pollution, deforestation, and overfished oceans. Rattlesnakes. Though, they're desert settlements, crafted from cactus fibers and glowing with venom-lit burrows, are pure arid magic, thriving on prey without leaving a trace of waste. Their territorial spirit could dodge our global messes, settling disputes with rattle councils or a sharp hiss, not wars. Picture a snake leader, its heat-sensing pits glowing like a desert beacon, calming a turf spout with a rhythmic rattle that's leadership with a strike. But here's the catch, their desert lifestyle ties them down. Humans conquered icy poles, lush jungles, and vast seas with diverse tech and teamwork, while rattlesnakes might stay bound to arid zones, missing a worldwide empire. Their bone and resin tech is ingenious, but might not match our leaps, like inventing planes or streaming shows. Still, their world is a total game changer. Rattlesnakes' venomous bites and rattling tails show us how to thrive in harmony with nature, turning sandy dunes into kingdoms without breaking a rock. Their prey diet striking with precision like a desert feast teaches us to live resourcefully, using what's around without draining the land. Unlike us, they'd probably never clog their deserts with plastic or overharvest their food to extinction. Their solitary yet strategic vibe is a masterclass in balance. Each snake guards its space, but rattles together when it counts, like a group that knows when to coil and when to strike. Their desert resilience, slithering through sandstorms with a venomous glow, inspires us to roll with setbacks and keep the strength flowing. Like a rattlesnake landing a perfect strike after a dusty night. It's a wake-up call to cherish our own arid wilds with a bit more of their serpentine wisdom, protecting the sandy trails they call home, and ensuring those desert hubs stay open for their slithers and our dreams. So, what's the big takeaway? This rattlesnake utopia isn't just a hissing thought experiment, it's a mirror for us. These desert superstars already rule their sands. Imagine what they'd do with a brain boost. Saving their real-world arid habitats means a healthier planet for everyone, keeping those sun-scorched dunes alive for their strikes and our adventures. Their reign could remind us to tread lightly, respect nature's heat, and maybe even find power in the fiercest, most rattling corners of life. Could they outslither humans at running Earth? Their adaptability and venom say they might just take the lead, and that's worth a big, sandy cheer. That's a wrap on our rattlesnake saga. What do you think? Would their cactus-woven world outshine our concrete chaos? Could their venomous genius save the planet? Drop your wildest ideas in the comments. We're excited to hear your hisses. If you love this dusty, strike-packed adventure, smash that like button to show some love. It keeps our channel slithering. Share this video with your crew who'd geek out over a rattlesnake-rolled world. And hit subscribe with the bell to catch our next epic what if. Check out our other videos on alien empires, robot takeovers, or whatever crazy scenario we dream. Up next, from desert tales to cosmic quest, we've got it all. Thanks for rattling with us. You make these adventures awesome. Keep hissing, stay sandy, and we'll see you in the next video.